Hello, John Bloodworth Gentleman Crafter here with the assembly instructions for the hexagonal roll-up gift box project. Here's a quick look at the finished piece, decorated with a die-cut bow. First up, I'm going to show you the parts that you'll be cutting out. So first up is the handle, which I've already stuck together. I'll explain more about that in a minute. Then we've got this part with a slot in it, and this part which is similar to the first part but has a spare section at the end that has little dashed score lines in it. So make sure to leave that panel free of any decorative panels. Then we've got one of the boxes. You'll actually end up cutting 6 of these. And if you're using directional papers, make sure the direction of the patterned papers heads towards the outside edges. With the handle, you're going to fold it in half and glue the top section together or on itself, and that will form the handle that will fix onto this later. Next, we're going to take the two long pieces of card and fit them together with the part that doesn't have a slot sitting on top of the part that does. So as I'm showing here, you're going to apply glue to that section that doesn't have any decorative papers on, and then line up the next section with the score line of the previous piece. Make sure that's fully stuck down. I'm using a bookbinding glue. You can of course use double-sided tape if you prefer. With this last undecorated section, apply glue to the area inside those dashed score lines. Make sure your handle lines up with the slot, and then glue that in place. This will form the outer shell of your roll-up gift box. Next, we're going to assemble one of the little gift boxes, and we'll do that by turning it over, and then we're going to glue the 2 flaps that sit towards the end that has the little notch cut out of it. So apply glue or tape to both, and then we'll bring up that side, match it up with its partner, and glue that in place. Do the same for the other side. You don't want to apply glue to the other 2 tabs, as they're basically just there to help hold the flap in place. And then the box closes by pushing those tabs in, folding the end tab over and tucking it inside. You'll make all 6 in exactly the same way. Then we'll get them ready to stick to the outer wrap. To do this, we're going to fold the handle down and start at this end, and we're going to apply glue to the base of that triangular box. I prefer glue for this particular task because it gives me a little wiggle time, whereas tape is a bit more instant. Now you're going to glue this so that it's about 1 millimeter from the score line and from the end. And there is a reason for this, because we need space for those boxes to close together. I'll show you a closer view in just a second. We'll stick the second box in place, making sure that all of the little sections open in the same direction. If you need to open it to help stick that glue down, please feel free. As you can see there's about 1 millimeter to 2 millimeters space in between each box, and that allows for the box to close. And then what you'll do is carry on sticking all of those in sequence, making sure to leave that space in between each. And this way the box will close and be nice and uniformly snug in the center in between the boxes. Now when it comes to filling this, you can obviously fill it whatever you fancy, whether it be chocolates or little gifts. Obviously each box has 6 sections, so if you did make 4, you'd have a very unique advent calendar. Or of course you could do this for wedding favours or birthday gifts, whatever you fancy really. Once you have all the boxes in place, bring that handle back up, roll it together, and then push the handle through the slot and that acts as a closure mechanism as well. And there's your box done. Obviously you can decorate the outside however you wish, just make sure that the handle is free to go through that slot. I chose to decorate it with just a very simple die cut bow and gem. Whatever you choose to do, I hope you enjoy making this.